what does he do? He counter pokes. Okay, so that means I can focus on whiff punish here, right? See? See how simple that is? That's it. So now it's just like, what do I focus on? All right, does he change? We go same thing. Oh, okay, something changed. Aha. See, he's walking back.
Right.
Okay. Oh, okay. Something changed. He's jumping now. See? See that? So like this all stems from me recognizing what his natural default style of play was. Another shadow training. This time we will be shadow training Diego Doom. He is a fan favorite. Very charismatic, funny dude. Very hard on himself, as we all are, right? But he's been leveling up a lot. So he's been talking about some frustrations he's been having lately with the peaks and valleys, and he's talking about how he gets a little annoyed with certain decisions and this and that. But we'll get into that in a second. All right, but as always, appreciate your viewership, appreciate the support. Please consider subbing to the channel if you haven't already. Like the video, comment some sort of heartfelt message below. Who do you want in season 3 of Street Fighter 6? That would be a interesting conversation, something like that. But all right, let's get into it. All right, Diego, lay it on us. Let us know. What is it? What is it? What do you need from us today?
So as of late, I have been having extreme peaks and extreme valleys as I'm grinding ranked. So for instance, you know, the first time I noticed this was really getting bad, I was at like 1506, then I dropped to 1446, then got back to 1507 within like, I want to say 20 minutes.
Okay.
And then I took a break. Then later, I went from that 1507 down to like 1423, then jumped back up to like 15.
There's a lot of numbers.
Okay. Yeah. Like I've been like, I want to say like I will go spans where I'll be up 20, down, you know, down like 30, then back up 40, and like it goes back and forth. Now every time I'm incrementing up, but then I'm not sure if I'm waking up, I'm autopiloting, or I'm just running into the right amount of goobers at the right time. You know what I mean?
That's funny. All right. Okay.
I mean, yeah.
That's natural though. Okay, so this is a part of progression. It's the whole 2 steps back, 3 steps forward, right?
Okay.
Until eventually you hit some sort of breakthrough. So obviously we want the breakthrough because we're humans, right? We want it now. We want it now. I don't want to do this topsy-turvy back and forth shenanigans, right? But to take the pressure off of yourself, I would suggest just accepting that as like the worst possible outcome, because that means you still would get where you want, just not as fast.
All right. Okay.
Right? So now that takes pressure off of you. Very important. So that way you can actually focus on the game, right? There was one thing that you said that was very interesting, where you were saying like, you know, when certain decisions that are being made throw you off.
Yes.
Right? And I have a solution for that. And I'm going to tell you what it is after I watch you play your first set on ranked. Okay. So it's gonna be a little weird, but you have trust in me. This is why you're still here.
Absolutely.
So,
Absolutely.
but yeah, so you can fire up the screen share, and then we can boogie on. So as always, I mute myself so he can't hear me, but let's watch and see. Okay, good jump. Okay, so already low on drive gauge. This is actually okay. So immediately first thought is that he doesn't understand the importance of EX scissor kick, because he just did a DRC, which does less damage, and he has less drive gauge, less corner carry. Oh, you got punished. You gotta be careful with that. Okay, I can see how he's a, you know, back and forth with like, you know, having these highs and lows, because in this game, if you are low on drive gauge, you can lose to anybody. It doesn't matter how good you are. To increase your stability in this game, you have to make sure you have a meter advantage. That's really what we're fighting for. Oh, that was really good. Damn. See, but this would have not been as bad if he had drive gauge. You see what I'm saying? Oh, he could have killed. Chip. Chip. Oh yeah, he overthought it. Nice. Dead. Yeah, okay, he doesn't use EX scissor kicks like at all. Nope. You gotta crouch strong twice on counter hit. His opponents are really low on drive gauge. Does he take advantage of it? Okay.
Boy.
Try to DI. That was tricky. He had to be closer to get that. Good defense though. He's pretty patient on defense. Yeah, you have to take a big risk there. Once you get that low on life, you have to start making hard reads. Because if you both are gonna try to play stable, like the player who has way more health than you is gonna win, because ideally they can trade more than you can, right? They can afford that. Nice. Oh no. No. No, no, no. Ooh. Damn. Nice. He didn't burn himself out. I'm proud of him. Oh, yeah, he's dead. Now you can burn out. Oh, he doesn't know. I don't think he knows. Okay, low drive gauge. I like it. That's a good option. Really good option. No. Oh no, he's dead. Gotta kill a level 2. Okay. Like the big three from what I'm seeing is he's DRCing, right, for his conversions. He's not using EX scissor kick, right? And he's not really confirming 2 lights into scissor kick. It's like he needs 3 to do it. He like hits 2 lights and then just gives up the situation. And that situation is really good because he could get You can get a 50-50 up close off of it.
Oh man.
Oh yeah, and then also he didn't optimize that conversion in the corner with the EX Psycho and the bomb setup. Ooh, dead. No. I don't think he's dead. Oh, he's dead. Never mind. Oh my god, he's not dead. Oh my goodness. Okay, we got some correcting to do, my friend. So first things first. You need to, you can see this, right?
Yep, I can see.
Okay, when you get a whiff punish, all right, or anything, anytime you're getting your confirms, you're doing this. You're doing this, or whatever the fuck, right? Okay, that did 25.59, right? Okay, or 25.98, whatever. So now, but look at this. And look at my meter.
Barely any spent and crazy corner carry.
Right.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? So like, number one thing I seen, which stood out to me, was stop investing the meter for DRC and instead go for EX Scissor Kick. Because EX Scissor Kick, you have a world of like freedom, right? You could. So for example, if I do this like we just did here, did 25.98, I could do this. Let me show you all the variations you can do. You can do this, 28%, and look at the meter. I had the same amount of meter and I did more damage and more corner carry, right? Okay. You can also, you can also, you know, do Psycho Crusher, right? You can also go just raw into the heavy version, right? If you want to get the timing for that or whatever, right? You can. So you have way more options than what you were doing, right? You can even do this. If you want like crazy corner carry, you can do that. That's also like pretty good. Okay. But the idea is that you don't want to waste your meter on the DRC when you can get the same, if not more rewarding options with less bar. Your issue is you keep ending up being at this threshold with your drive gauge. You're like that low so often. You know what I'm saying? And you got to remember too, like when you invest the bar, right? Like when you DRC like this, see, I'm not gaining any meter, right? But if I do this, I'm gaining meter during the combo.
Oh, okay, okay.
See what I'm saying? So you have to think of your routes like that. You have to be more meter conscious. Like, because you can accomplish the same thing that you're doing, but you always should ask yourself, like, especially when you're learning a new character, is there a way of me accomplishing this same exact thing that I want, corner carry, damage, whatever,
right,
while also conserving drive meter? Because I already knew when you told me this, the topsy-turvy, up, down, left, right, two steps back, I already knew it was because of your meter management. I already knew it, because that's everybody's problem. Everybody that loses to players that you are stronger than, this includes me, top players, anything, we only lose to them if our drive meter is low, if our meter management game is bad. That's because guess what, if you have a lot of meter and they, you know, they get in on you, right, that's still like a, you know, you can survive that, right? Like even if there's throw loops and all sorts of fucked up shit, because guess what, in this game at least there's counterplay, there's interactions. But the problem is, if I'm in this mode, there is no real counterplay outside of super, right? So now I've significantly reduced my effectiveness all around the board, because now this player becomes Daigo in his fucking prime, all because I can't do anything. All of the buttons are plus. He's playing Street Fighter 5, I'm still playing Street Fighter 6 basically, because now every button he presses is damn near fucking plus, right? And then he's getting chip, right? Street Fighter 5 also, right? He can now go for chip situations and shit like that. So you have to prioritize that. Ignore everything else. Ignore everything else and prioritize the meter. It makes the game way simpler, bro. I promise you, right? So that's number one. Number two, there was a conversion that you hit with bomb, right? And you did this, right? 3850. No, this is not what you do. What you do is this. Look how much more damage I just did.
I think I did that because I was like, because of poor meter management, I would have burned myself
No,
out.
but you would have killed him though. So this is this is the thing is it's okay to burn yourself out if it's gonna secure the round.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
I don't think I had faith in it. Maybe I was too focused on the wrong thing and wasn't even paying attention if it would have killed or not.
Right. That's but see, yeah, that's what you got to think of. Like, you know what I'm saying? You could even did this. Look how much damage this does.
Right.
55, like, right? But what you did was like you missed out on literally like 200 fucking damage, essentially.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So during the combo, like, look, when all of this is happening, don't be lazy. Look at the meters, right? Look at it. You have all the fucking time in the world while you're still charging, and you say, oh, okay. Right? You can decide. You'd be like, oh, I think this will kill. How much meter do I have? How much meter does he have? Right? But it's a skill. You develop it, right? So you got to practice it, of course. But yeah, that's ideally what you want to do. Okay? You want to, don't get lazy. Don't be idle-minded, and just like use every opportunity to scan the screen, especially for the in those moments where you have to go through like these animations, like supers and stuff like that. Just quickly look at it, because the meter tells you the story of the matchup. It's telling you how to win. Hey, this person's really low on health, should probably invest your meter. Hey, this person's really low on drive gauge, should probably invest the level 2 to burn them out or something like that, right? Okay. And then the other thing too is what I would want you to practice is like random block 2 lights into scissors, because right now you're getting 3, right? You're getting like that, and then you're confirming, but when you get 2, you're not confirming it.
Yeah.
Right? So you should practice this on random block, just only 2 ticks, don't do 3.
Okay.
Right? And then canceling it. And if they get hit, who cares, right? Okay. And then the other thing too is like for later on, because right now I kind of want you to avoid the DRCs, but this is like down the road, like say a week from now or whatever, when you're really good at, you know, incorporating the EX scissor kicks and shit, when you know you can kill when you get these random lights, like that's what I want you to do, to start DRCing it, right? And then canceling into whatever. Okay, so that's what you would want to do. And then let's see, there are other little random things like when you are scissor kicking, for example, this is happening often, where a player is trying to poke you, right? And then you're not whiff punishing. You should always be confident that you're out of the range and that the player is going to. Look how much damage this does, bro. This is obnoxious.
Now, are you delaying it, or you're like, okay, I visually see they whiffed a button and I'm gonna press, or like, because I don't know, sometimes I get weird out with the whiff punishing thing. Like I have to be like in the mode to do it. That makes any
Here's
sense.
how you get into the mode of whiff punishing. All right, everybody, sit close to your screen and listen closely. All right, so what you're gonna do is you're gonna look for the tell in the animation, right? So what you do is, like for example, let's say this is Cammy, right? You do this with every character. You want to figure out the visual cue that they're doing an attack, right? This is how you whiff punish something. But what you can also do, which is kind of like what Punk does, is he twitch reacts, right? So he sees a movement, and then he delays his button. Why does he delay the button? Because I'm going to show you. Now, here's an exercise. So let's pretend, right? Let me turn this off, the meter, so you can see this clearly. Let's say I do this, right? And I'm not in range. Here I'm in range. Here I'm in range. Here I'm in range. Here I'm not in range. Okay. What you'd want to do is you want to react to the visual cue of the animation of the crouch, right? Because when people crouch, they usually press, right? People don't usually crouch and not press anything. So when you do this and you see the crouch, you basically would press a delayed button with it. So watch what happens if I'm too close. See, I blocked, but I pressed the button. See see what I'm saying? That's how you practice whiff punishes. So you basically coincide your button press with the block stun. So if they hit you, your button is being pressed while you're blocking, right?
Right.
See, like that. Right. Oops. Right. See? See? That's how you whiff punish. You can do that with any button in the game. Some buttons you're gonna obviously need to like be a little bit faster, like lights and shit like that. Right? But that's how you whiff punish. You don't want to sit there and be like, oh, crouch to medium kick. No, that's not realistic.
And that's what I do all the time, and then I get whiff punished back.
Right.
And then
you can do this, don't get me wrong. Like if you know like in your heart of hearts that they're gonna do it, sure. But why not just OS it? Right? Like it just makes more sense. It makes you way more stable. Right? So, and then look how much damage you're getting off of a conversion like this, off of a stray hit. Right? Like, oops. Boom. And corner carry. Or if you want. Right? So, that's what you would want to do, okay? So, when you go back into this set, what I want you to do in the ranked for the rest of the session is I want you to prioritize the EX scissor kick conversion, okay? And then also use more parry on defense.
Right, okay.
Because remember, parry basically helps you regenerate what you would have lost otherwise from the block stun, right? And simultaneously, it causes the opponent to want to walk up and throw you, which means you can now backdash, walk back, you know, shit like that, right? And just really pay attention to that. Don't worry about anything else. Don't worry about life. Don't worry about none of that shit, because you're getting distracted, right? You have to maintain the same quality of focus regardless of how much health they have. You can't let up on the gas in this game. And that's why you're getting distracted, because you're thinking they're low on health and then these decisions don't make sense. But let me ask you a question. When you start off the match, you're learning your opponent, right? So why did you stop learning your opponent?
See, I really don't know. I think I turn into tunnel vision, want to get it over with, or I'm like salty. Yeah. I'm not really sure.
Yeah, it's exactly what it is. You're right. You are 100% right. You're getting distracted. You see what I'm saying? So you can screen share and then let's watch it. Nice. See? Prioritize drive meter. Yep. Nice.
I didn't mean to do that.
It's okay. So your downfall was you going for that drive rush after back throw when you had the life lead and it wasn't even a real setup. There was no reason to do that. Stick to what you know. Nice. It's okay. Don't worry about it. Nice.
Ah, crap. Tried to do the heavy punch.
This will hurt.
It's okay. At least you didn't lose because of your drive meter, right?
Right.
So this is a step in the right direction. Nice.
Oh, wrong one. Okay.
Okay. Again, EX scissor kick. You haven't done it once yet.
No. Oh, okay.
And when I mean like you haven't done it once, I'm saying with you're DRCing and then doing it, which is 5 bars. I'm saying to go straight into it. Okay. All right, so this round, what I want you to start doing is go for a Psycho Crusher anti-airs, the light version, because you keep walking back and then you're just not doing it. He's gonna jump at you.
Oh man.
Oh, nice. That was good. Look at his drive gauge.
Went right back into terrible habit.
Yep. You could have kept your bar. You could have actually killed him. You know what he wants.
Yeah. All right. I'm gonna stay focused on the going right into it.
And anti-air with Psycho Crush. Nice.
Waste. Wow.
Oh, it's okay. At least you're starting to do it, even though you're in the wrong situation. Thinking about it at least. Nice. There you go. Good job. Beautiful. Beautiful. Wow, look at you looking like a Bison player.
Oh man, I messed it up.
Yeah, that was the wrong conversion.
I shouldn't have done that because I was just trying to.
Ooh.
I swear I did EX scissor after that crouching heavy, but
I honestly think your execution with it is suspect because you don't do it enough.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm not surprised you dropped it. Ooh, okay.
Wasted all that.
Oh, nice. Yes, Psycho Crusher. I want to see a Psycho Crusher super.
Okay.
On his jump. You know he's gonna jump.
Ah!
Because he walked. He didn't have charge. Dead. Oh.
Okay, that's autopilot into nonsense. That was terrible, I think.
Yeah, it was pretty bad, but it's okay. You're learning. Remember what I talked about with the scissor kicks? Yeah, that whiff punish.
Oh.
Okay.
I was not like, I wasn't seeing that at all. Like as far as like, I wasn't even thinking about whiff punishing. I said that bad habit or.
It's okay. We just gotta slow the game down. Okay, so watch my screen again. Let's talk about this. So here's the thing. You have to practice this, like this conversion, because your inputs, you're not used to the input. You don't even do it often. I can just tell, right? So
it's one thing I've been getting. I'll go for EX knee press and get head stomp because I'm holding down back so hard. Yeah.
So like what you do is just let go of the stick when you're pressing the buttons, so that way you don't have charge.
Okay.
Right. If you're in a Psycho Crusher combo, then yeah, of course hold it. But otherwise, I know it could be confusing because he's a charge character, right? So you're thinking hold charge, but you don't have to. You know, and you played Bison in the years prior, so you know that's a little bit of muscle memory too that you gotta kind of be mindful of. So there's that, right? So the thing you were doing was like when I was talking about earlier is like you did that, but look at the damage on this. That shit doesn't do a lot of damage, right? You might as well just do this and then save all your meter, right? So the other thing is, so check this out. I'm gonna have Cammy set to jump. Okay, yeah, there you go, like that. All right, I'm gonna have her set to jump on block. So here's a little secret. So you see how she's jumping? You can, I'm not charging, as you can see, right? I'm literally gonna press it and start charging when I press the button. You see how I have charge? So you can press all of his mediums and all of his heavies and charge in time to anti-air any jump in the game.
Oh, okay, yeah. So you're like, so you're doing Sammy kick hold. Okay, I gotcha.
You see what I'm saying? So this way you don't get fried mentally. Because the thing was, so here's like the hierarchy of players, right? Players that'll just jump at you because you're playing Bison. That's like the lower level, right? They just jump because they're like, oh, you're playing Bison. You're not gonna have any anti-airs, right? But when you do this, right? When you anti-air, you're like, okay, this is easy against those guys. But against the good players, what they'll do is they'll wait for you to walk, because then they know you don't have charge, right?
Right.
But so this is deceiving though, because if you do this, they think you don't have charge, but then look, right? So you're like, and then look at that. Now they're eating all of this damage because, you know what I'm saying? So it's like 43%. Oh, 40%. Okay, so ideally you don't want to go for like the level 3 unless you know it's gonna kill, because it scales a lot. But it's still really good to go for this for like the corner carry, right? Like look at this, right? Or if I do the medium version. Okay. This is also really good to set up your air to airs, because you know people want to jump because they don't think you can anti-air, but that's where your air to air game comes into play.
Right.
So that's where you replace that. But this is really important. If you do this, you will beat a lot of players because they won't know what the fuck to do.
Right.
All right. And this also works for neutral jumps too. So let's say vertical jump. See? Same shit.
And see, in those situations, something that's happened to rank that gets me tilted, I know they're going to neutral jump, and I'll drive rush, try to do crouch heavy punch and miss it, or I'll just try to do.
So you go underneath them like this.
Yeah, and yeah, that happens all the time. And like, as soon as that happens, you know, steam is coming out of my ears. I'm like, well, I saw something, I tried to do the right thing. You know, I don't know.
It's understandable. If they neutral jump and you don't have charge, what you could do is this.
Oh yeah, okay.
Right, and then you get some pretty good Oki off of this, which is like, what is this? Plus 42? Damn, what the fuck? So you can. Damn, that's actually crazy, because that means if they do this in the corner, hold on, you can safe jump this. What the fuck? I didn't even know that. Oh yeah, that's kind of nutty. Yeah, but it depends on the height, because I think if you do it too low, see, like that's a safe jump.
Right.
Okay, yeah, so it varies, so I wouldn't like rely on that, but that's just to show you how much fucking Oki you have, that you can literally like drive rush overhead, right? Or you can mix up with this, right? So but yeah, and those are the things that, so you can do this same thing I showed you with this. You can do it with medium punch. See, you can do it with stand medium punch. You can do it with stand fierce.
Mm-hmm.
All right, you can do a stand roundhouse. Okay, you can do a back roundhouse. See, you can do it with all of these buttons. You can do a crouching medium kick.
Mm-hmm.
Right. You can do it with. Did I do back heavy? I already did back. Yes, you can do it with every single, basically like crouching medium or heavy attack.
Right.
You'll always be able to have the charge. Right.
Mm-hmm.
So that's what you got to just keep that in mind. So that way you don't get tricked into thinking that you can't anti-air. The first step to having great anti-airs is you have to believe that you can anti-air. If you don't think you can anti-air at a moment because you think you reacted late or you're unsure, then you're not going to anti-air. You have to have like, your confidence has to be so fucking like deeply buried within you that you don't even process a reality where you can't anti-air.
Right.
You know, that's the key to having great anti-airs. So for this next set, I want you to practice doing this, you know, using this, and then, you know, just simply like figuring out what are they doing after this, because usually players, when they block, right, when they block and they enter this range, they jump. Why? Because it's scissor kick range, right? So it's really good to use this as like an investigative tool. You can use this for whiff punishing or to drive chip, of course, but it's really good to use this just to see, to gauge, right, and then start charging, and then when you see them jump, right? But the idea is to figure out what do they do. Oh, you jumped forward, you neutral jumped, you walked back, or you sat still. Okay, and then you can start building like a strategy around that moment. You can start doing stuff like this if they're super passive, right? If they walk back, you can do this to get them low and combo into that. You know, if they jump, obviously you could air to air them. If they jump forward, you want to get corner carry, you could do that, right? Ideally, so you would want to go for like the air to air just because the conversion's beefier. But yeah, you know, if you want to keep it simple, you can just boom, right?
Because one thing is like, I think I'm jumping ahead. I'll do stand medium kick and then knee press and see if it hits and see what they've done. But I'm jumping to just stick with the medium kick and see, and then kind of go from there. Yeah,
so it depends. So like in your MR range, players are very proactive, but they're proactive not because of like they're sound fundamental players. They just are doing shit, right? Like you're just doing shit. They're just doing shit too, right?
Yep, I'm guilty of it too. Yep.
So what you want to do is you want to minimize the randomness. So you basically just kind of allow them to reveal themselves inside of your game, though. You don't just sit there and wait because this game is too chaotic. You don't want to just not do anything, but you don't want to be so overly aggressive that you're missing the point of the information that you're retrieving, right? So you do stuff that favors Bison, but then you're also investigating at the same time. So yeah, you can do this. This is fine. I'm not telling you not to do it. But while you're doing it, ask, what is he doing while I'm doing this? Like, what is he doing at this range? Because even though we're at this range, I don't have to investigate and do nothing. I could still do something, but you have to prep your mind to still retrieve whatever information they're going to give you. Because if he jumps and you do this mindlessly, you're not going to understand that he jumped at that range. But if you proactively are like, all right, I'm gonna correct this range, I'm gonna scissor kick, but what is he doing at this range? He jumped. Okay, maybe he punished you that one time, but now you're aware. All right, this guy's preemptive. And then you extrapolate that information and you apply it everywhere else. So I think, okay, after a fucking throw tech, he's probably gonna jump. If he starts walking backwards, he's probably gonna jump. If I walk backwards, he's probably gonna jump, because the range, the way that we created this range, if I do this, we create this range. If I do this, we create this range, right? Walk back, create the range. Push back, right? Create the range. And then you use that as like a tell, right? So, but anyways, yeah. So what I want you to do is, for now, is to just focus on anti-airing with the, you know, or just calling out, you know, when they're doing it at the very least, and then not investing the DRC. EX scissor kick, put it in your brain. But do it right now. Do it in training mode, because you have to show your brain what you're doing. You know what I'm saying? There you go. Faster. Nice. And then, you know, you can start to mix in your hell attacks.
Okay.
That's too fast. You can delay it a little bit.
Oh, the hell attack. Okay.
Yeah, delay it so that way she's above you, like that. There you go.
Okay. Okay.
And then you can do what, forward and heavy punch into, yeah, and you get more damage off of that.
Okay. That's gonna be in the corner though, right? Or I can do that mid screen, or. Okay, I think I'm. Just to say, I think I'm getting it. Okay. Keep going, or?
That's fine. You should play now. Crouch fierce that he can't do that on Bison.
Okay.
Nice. Okay, let's go.
I'm like, as far as I'm concerned, I just won the set.
That's all I cared about. I don't give a shit about anything else. And your drive gauge is looking beautiful. Very nice.
Okay.
It's fine. Look how much damage you did to him without combos.
Right, yeah, it's pretty crazy.
Yeah. So imagine once you've optimized your decision making off those stray hits.
Okay.
Nice. Ooh. I was close. It's okay. It's okay. Good defense. It's fine. Totally fine.
Cause
That's fine. I don't give.
Okay.
That's fine. That don't even worry about. Don't even overcomplicate this. This is perfect. This is exactly what I wanted to see. You see, now he's doing the inverse. You see how he's pushing you, and so now you use that against him. How are you gonna use that against him? That's the question. Okay. So in the corner he committed to scissor kick, but mid screen he was jumping.
Right.
Did it again.
I did. Oh, I thought I did. I?
No, you did it again. You DR. Look at your health. Look at your drive gauge.
Oh, okay.
Ooh, nice.
Okay. I don't know.
Well, you did it there. You did it there. You did it there. I'm happy.
Okay.
You got it there on the punish at the end, but before you DRC'd it. It's so funny how you don't even notice you're doing it.
No, I really don't. It's like, what?
Ooh, nice. Good job. Ooh, back throw. Yes, sir. Good try.
Ah, I blew that.
Yeah, you did it again.
Yeah. Okay, that was bad.
Yeah, there was no reason for you to do that.
But yeah. chip out. Dang, I just didn't realize I'm just burning through this stuff like it's oh no.
Like it's incense, bro. You just lighting those candles and burning and burning and burning.
Yeah.
So the muscle memory is really fucking ingrained in you. It's pretty strong. I'm not gonna lie. But so let me show you some stuff before your final rank thing. Okay, so some other things that when you're hitting this on counter hit, I think you should practice this at some point. Random block with this. Like that, see?
Okay.
Because you keep doing this and then you walk up and throw them. That's what everybody does when they don't know what to do with a conversion. They're like, oh, it's too late, right? Alright, so you should be practicing that. Another thing too is whenever you hit this on counter hit, you get crouching medium punch. All right, so you should be confirming this. If they block, you do this. You shouldn't be doing this either, because what you're doing is you're doing stand light, which is not good, because if they do a 4-frame, you'll trade. You don't want to trade, right? You want to beat them clean. See, this will trade right here. Trade
like it should.
We should do crouching light punch. No, not stand light. You should do crouching, because this you can confirm. You can't confirm this, right? Like unless it's into itself. But at least this, let's say if they jump, right? I can confirm this still without counter hit. Watch. See? I can't confirm this on. See? So you should always be going into this in the event you think that, hey, this person is not gonna block. And they're not gonna parry, but you know, because obviously they parry can get cooked, right? So when you do hit this on counter hit, you get crouching medium punch. See?
So I guess like sometimes like, I mean, can you get that counter hit when it's well, it looked like it was really far? I think sometimes I don't have faith in the medium punch reaching, but it should reach, right?
It should, yeah, because remember, you're like, when you're doing it, like you gotta realize this has a lot of range, and you're moving forward on this button. Like you're not moving far. Like you could do a full screen, obviously, but you know, you just gotta realize that. And then look at that, how much damage you just get off of that. It's 30%, 27%, like with the bomb. So like you get a lot of reward off of that. You're just not rewarding off of your hits right now. That's your challenge. Okay. But yeah, so next set, it's last set, let's watch.
Okay.
Okay, I like the idea, but you gotta remember, you're really far when you did that, so it's very likely you're not gonna reach, even if he doesn't move. But you see, he keeps walking. You see how he keeps walking? That's the stuff you have to call out. Why is he walking? Because he's trying to make your scissor kick whiff. See, and that's when you can start doing stuff like medium kick into drive rush or drive, yeah, see, and throw him off. You can sweep punish that. Oh,
yeah. Okay, sir.
Remember, you have a lot of time to confirm it, but you'll practice it in training mode.
So I think he got caught on to when I wanted to press. I don't know.
Well, the thing was, your rhythm was very like static, right? You haven't really introduced much chaos. That's where you have to throw in the dry rushes. See, there you go. You don't have to raw drive rush. I mean, you don't have to cancel, like,
Okay.
right? Because remember the meter, that's for prioritizing. But if you use one raw drive rush, like, it's not the end of the world because you only use one bar, right?
Right.
Nice.
That was a waste. Oh no, that was a waste. They're doing the EX. Okay.
So when you walk up, you don't always have to press a button. You keep always pressing a button. See, like, and that's what he's trying to snipe. So if you don't do anything, you see how you're fucking with his rhythm, because he's like, wait, what the hell? I was just hitting you earlier. Now you're not doing anything. And then now you start to mix it up and do stuff. You see, and that's when you start to do scissor kick and frustrate the shit out of him, because then he's like, another thing you could do too is if you see him walking back like that, you could do the down forward heavy kick sweep.
Okay. Cause yeah, okay, yeah. That's just something else to worry about for him, kind of thing.
All right.
Cause like I feel like if I got nutty, I could have won, but maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. We'll just stick to what we're trying to learn here.
Yeah,
it does. You start feeling like, man, if I hadn't been doing this, I just could have went nuts and, you know, slid my face across the controller and won, you know?
Yeah, pretty much. So, okay, I want you to watch this. I'm gonna play a game. Okay, so let's see, right? What does he do? He counter pokes. Okay. So that means I can focus on whiff punish here, right? See? See how simple that is? That's it. So now it's just like, what do I focus on? Okay. Gonna jump. Nope. All right, does he change? We go same thing. Oh, okay, something changed. Aha. See, he's walking back.
Right.
Okay.
Now it's time to kind of just press him. Make this look so freaking easy. It's crazy, and I just think it's like you said, I'm paying attention to too much stuff at one time and not being coherent, I guess.
Yeah, you just gotta like be okay with being wrong, right? Like, I could totally be wrong and he just jumps this, right? Like,
and I do admit I do have that demon on my shoulder of, oh man, I gotta win.
yeah, you're not the only one, bro.
Because once I start getting salty, it takes over.
He couldn't do anything about that there. Because he didn't have the health. Oh, okay. Something changed. He's jumping now. See? You see that? So like this all stems from me recognizing what his natural default style of play was. You know what I'm saying? I didn't overcomplicate anything. Here's a little Zaf trick. You can steal that if you want.
Okay.
Yeah, I knew he was gonna parry. Jump. Oh, okay. That's fine. See, that's okay. He had to do that to beat me, which I'm totally fine with. See? That, like, when you get hit, that's why you can't get tilted. You have to be like, I already accept losing like this to this thing. But if you try to, so like my issue, right? Sometimes I try to play perfect. So I try to cover everything. You can't cover everything. So you see how there I said, yo, I don't care that you hit me with that. That's good. That's good that you hit. Great. Awesome. You had to take a fucking insane risk to beat me. What I'm doing is more stable than what you're doing. You see what I'm saying? That's how you have to think. If me and him played 100 games and that situation happened 100 times, right? Same health, same drive meter, same positioning, right? Same clock, whatever's on the clock. I'm gonna win more often than not, correct? So that's how you have to think. That's how you stabilize. You have to increase your floor as a player. You see what I'm saying? You don't want to just expand on your ceiling. You want to increase your floor simultaneously.
And you know, just side note, like that SPD, that right there
Would have tilted you, right?
exactly. And the first thing I'm gonna think is, this is how all these snowballs start.
No, that's not true. It starts because of you, not because of them.
Yeah, that's what I instantly think, and then I get smoked. Now I gotta go walk away from the setup. You know what I mean?
Bro, the universe is mental. The second you give that mental focus to a thing, you've given it life. Right? So now you're like, oh man, this is what always happens. What do you think is gonna happen?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So you have to accept. Choose how you lose. So that's the thing. I tell everybody. I told you this before. Choose how you want to lose. That way, the loss is less scary, and you can focus, bro. Because you're distracted. That's your challenge. You're just distracted. You know, and it's a distracting world. Think about it. You know, and it makes sense that distractions can bleed into your play too. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So you have to trim a lot of the fat and just boom. And you saw I played so simple, but look at how much information I got. Look how accurate I played against that dude.
Right.
That's and you could play the same way. I know you can, because I've seen you play the same way.
Right. Yeah. It's just the ebbs and flows. One thing was I asked too, like in that situation where we're like gather information. I'm using stand medium kick. How does a character with a fireball change up that mix? So you're like, okay, well now I can use Psycho Crusher to go through the fireball.
Yeah, you could jump
and anti-air, or I could jump.
You could jump. You can also perfect parry and then drive rush punish the fireball with a light. So you'll see sometimes, for example, if Luke, let me show you really quick. Like if you're here, so you have a bunch of options. You could try to trade, right? Which is fine again if you have a life lead, right? Or you can hold on. See? Look how far you can do it from too. So you can do it from like look at that. You just got a heavy bomb. So that's the way that you can punish it also. You can obviously DI it. You can perfect parry, do that. You can trade if you want. You can jump it. You can just let it rock, right? You can walk and block it and then get close enough to punish it. Okay. Depending on the character, whatever. All right, Diego. So that concludes it for me. Let me know what you think. How'd you feel about the lesson?
Yeah, this was eye-opening, because one thing is, you know, it's kind of insane. I was oblivious to how much meter I was wasting. It's like, oh, I'm not burning myself out, but I'm still blowing a ton of meter just to do very little. So many more optimal ways to get the results I want with using the EX knee press.
Right.
Yeah, knee press to get to the corner and damage and save myself, you know, plenty of drive meter. But then also too, this investigative fishing, and you know, because I just feel like I think one thing I'm getting distracted. I'm trying to find ways to shut down everything, which isn't even possible.
Right.
And I'm getting tilted because I'm overloading myself. So just, you know, pick something to investigate with and respond accordingly, and just keep it really simple, and don't sweat the losses and the air quotes random stuff that may happen.
Right.
So yeah, I mean, this helped me out, and I think this is a huge stress reliever, because I've been like tense like all week over these ups and downs I've been experiencing. I'm like, I don't know what's going on. So this helped a lot.
Hey, no problem, bro. Well, I appreciate it. Thank you for coming through. You know, and so I'll catch you on the next one, bro. Ham.
Yep. See you in the next one. Thanks.
Peace.
Have a good one.